With time winding down on Saturday night in Oxford against Ole Miss, Texas A&M found themselves in a 38-38 tie. Coach Sumlin called on kicker Josh Lambo to win the game as time expired, and he certainly came through. But as you'll find, there's much more to this kicker than just the game winner on Saturday night.
Now it's going to be on the leg of Josh Lambo.
Think about this, how big a kick this is.
Asked to win a Southeastern Conference game on the road in the final seconds, you might find it interesting to learn how Josh Lambo was tabbed for this moment with the game on the line in Oxford. The path actually begins on a youth soccer pitch near Chicago.
I started playing soccer when I was about 4 years old in one of like the little YMCA leagues, you know, boys and girls playing together, and there's no real positions. Everyone just kind of bee swarms to the ball, and I was a short little chubby kid who couldn't run, and so they put me in goal.
But not long after, soccer got a lot more organized and serious for Lambo.
I eventually grew into my body, and in about I've been about the same size since I was 8th grade. I've been about 6 feet tall since then, and so I was kind of head and shoulders above everyone. I took up about half the goal, and started playing pretty well. I got on some good club teams and got some recognition, and soccer just kind of took off from there.
He graduated high school in 2.5 years, and his soccer progression was on an even faster track. Lambo was invited to train in the USA National Under-17 program in Florida, where he played his way on to the Under-20 U.S. team. He was competing against some of the world's best, all the while spanning the globe to the Caribbean, South Korea, and Egypt. In 2008, Lambo was drafted by FC Dallas of the MLS with the 8th pick in the first round. His reaction may surprise you.
I was hoping I was going to be 7th and go home to Chicago Fire, but a guy named Patrick Niarco, he was supposed to be a top 5 pick. He was a forward. He was still on the board, and the Fire had the 12th pick as well. And so when they picked Pat Niarco 7, I was thinking, oh, you know, it's okay. The Fire will just pick me 12, and I'll still get to go back to Chicago. And because the teams in between there, I didn't know anyone was interested in me. And so the 8th pick comes around, and you know, the commissioner goes up there and says, with the 8th pick, FC Dallas select, and they say my name, and I go, dang it. Not that I was ungrateful, but I was really looking forward to going home, because I moved away from my house at 14. Everyone was saying, you're going back to Chicago, they're going to draft you. I go up there, get the hat and the scarf, and I go up to the stage. I thank my family and my friends for all the support, and FC Dallas for giving me this wonderful opportunity. I had to look down at my scarf because I was about that close to saying Chicago Fire.
While with FC Dallas, he was married to his wife, Amy, but after the 2011 season, was looking at a very difficult upcoming process in professional soccer.
The contracts that were offered to me after FC Dallas released me, they just weren't right for Amy and I. You know, it was either maybe too little pay, for a married guy, or the chance to be jumping around between teams. And leaving Amy by herself in a strange city. It just wasn't worth it to me. That's not how I wanted to start my marriage. And I did a lot of praying about it, and I really felt, I just asked God to close every door, but just keep one open.
He'd played very little football in the past, nothing serious, but he did win the national punt, pass, and kick competition as a 10-year-old. Football was the one door that remained open. And
so I pursued it with everything I had. I sent out probably close to 30 or 40 emails to different schools. A pretty good highlight tape, and I had a video of me hitting a 70-yard field goal on a very windy day up in Wisconsin. And A&M was the only school that responded to me. Really? Yeah, Coach David Beatty responded to me that night, and it was A&M from there out.
He was on his way to Aggieland, making a transition in his life while Texas A&M football made the biggest move in its existence.
Obviously, I'd never played football before. I'd never kicked in a game, and I mean, this is a big-time university. You know, we're in the SEC now, and they really took a leap of faith with me, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
And it all led him to Saturday night in Oxford, called upon to win the game.
It's down, it's up, and it's good, and the game is over.
The prime time, on ESPN, national television, SEC game winner on the road. It was the coolest moment in my sports career, and it'll be difficult to beat.
With how competitive the Southeastern Conference is, you get the feeling Josh Lambo may be called on more late in his career.